and it was pretty bad. That's just needs a little bit of, it'll buff out.
Okay, well, it's been a year since the release of the last video, so sorry. I'm apologizing for Andrew because
Hey, he does the videos.
yeah, I don't film them necessarily.
I've got I've got hundreds of hours of footage in here.
It's not true. He doesn't. So
I have a little bit of footage.
Apologies. We've been busy. We've been working on some other cars that we haven't been filming, and we're going to make a video, and it's not going to be of the ute.
It's going to be a bit fragmented.
So what are we doing?
We're welding. We're going to put the chassis rails in. Here's the chassis rails. They rusted out here. These ones are good,
but these ones are a bit non-existent.
Yeah, so we've got a new. Here we go. We've got a new quarter panel and new chassis rails and various other new pieces and new gutter sills, whatever you call them. They're in here.
Because at the moment you can drive it with that, but it's not ideal, is it?
What do you mean? That was a good fix, that.
That's how it worked.
So I can work on it, so I can get up on a rotisserie to fix it. One of the front torque boxes needs work. We're not restoring this car, we're just fixing all the rust in it and making it a nice car, probably put a V8 in it. And yeah, just have a nice little daily. Just a nice XW sedan with a V8, 351.
Yeah.
But it might even leave it a 6-cylinder for a little while, depends. And, Rome wasn't built in a day.
But the ute will be progressed still. Just haven't, the shed's been full of other cars, so what are you doing with the ute?
Well, I think I might start on it this week, actually, this coming week.
So you should
back on the just painting something. So you'll be seeing that soon. Now that I've said it. So I've been working on the rear XW, excuse me, chassis rails, and what I'm doing is just preparing them. So I'm just taking all the rusty crap off, so ready for the new parts. And like, here's a new beaver panel. I'm going to call it a beaver panel. Anybody feel like correcting me, feel free. I thought it was called the beaver panel, but I can't remember now. I'm getting old. And there's the other one. So when I finish preparing these, I'll bring you back and show you how they look. Well, lots of little pieces later, it looks rough like that. And I'm pretty happy with this. This section here gets cut off and you get a new one. I'll get a new one. I haven't got one at the moment. I have to order one. And I think I did order one, but they were out of stock or something, or tried to get one. I can't remember, that was a while ago. So I've left that there because we've got the holes. And so when that comes off, you lose the holes. And I don't want to lose the holes where they are, because they'll line up with these two holes here. So I'm not quite sure why there's 1, 2, 3, 4 holes and only 2 in that, but we'll figure that out on the way. This all gets replaced, all of that gets replaced. It just leaves the solid chassis, which is good. And but I'm not willing to cut everything off just willy-nilly, because I might need it to align stuff up, because this car needs a bit of aligning. So I've been doing more work and just trying to assess what I've been looking everywhere for these parts. It took me about 2 hours to find them. I was stashed in the workshop, and finally found them in a plastic bag. Not that part, but the corner pieces. Anyway, so that everything in this corner here gets cut away and you get a new one. Like here's it. So I'll have to make that bit there and a little bit of here, because it's got to match in with that. It's a shame that wasn't just that bit longer. And oh no, it's long enough already, because there's the join for it. So it joins into there. So it's fine. So it goes back to there. So I'm only going to have to just make my own little plate for there. That'll be fine. I'm happy with that. This has been sandblasted, but it's still in good, perfect good condition. And yeah, so that's a join there, and that's joins into that piece there. And that piece there has been cut away on this bottom section. I'll show you this piece here, which is not very good, but there's your join to there, to that piece. So this will get panel beaded, and I'll join this in. I'll have to do some work here. Not sure where I'm up to. I had the parts, but I sold them foolishly, so I'll have to make that bit. So it's working, and I've just slowly been working out how everything works. And there your fuel tank bolts. So I think I'm probably going to take this off and bolt it to the old fuel tank, which is still rigid in there, still rigid in here. So I'll do that, so that'll line everything up, and then I can get my chassis roll to meet in. So that's how I'm going to approach this. Then I'll do some measuring, make sure everything's straight, because if you look at this, you know, it's not well secured. That side's fine. And in fact, I've got that new piece there, but I don't even know if I need it. The piece I really need is this piece here with a curve in it, so I'm just going to have to use my bender and curve this bit. That's my rail is quite a long piece. And now there's the back piece. So it'll come together bit by bit. I don't think I'm going to replace that. I'll probably just clean it up and patch it.
I think so.
With a bit of luck.
So we're making.
Oh, should I bring the bag back?
We're making a rust removal mixture. Which shout out to Backyard Ballistics for showing this. So we got citric acid, some caustic soda,
and me,
and some dish soap, and that's going to make a solution.
How much? Can I put this in?
No.
Slowly?
No. It's a measurement. We got to measure it.
How much? Can't we put it all in? Be better.
Sorry.
Vroom.
Anyway, so this is a rust solution, and they'll
nothing
come out
wrong with
shiny.
a bit of extra horsepower.
Yeah, all right, pour a little bit in. It's going to release a lot of CO2. I'd stop.
You're not wrong. You can hear it. Is that boiling the water, you reckon?
No, it's releasing CO2 gas.
Yeah, take some deep breaths, see if we pass out.
Just wait, it's going to bubble. Maybe mix it at the same time.
I just want to put it all in the middle at once and see what happens.
Give it a mix.
Science experiment.
Mine, when I did it at home, was like nearly overflowed the container. Sounds like the ocean.
I'm just going to have to drop this. That's it. Okay, Josh's de-rusting liquid, whatever the recipe is, he'll show it, or has shown it, I don't know. Let's turn these over. It's stuck. Well, I suppose that is okay. I better get, oh yeah, I've taken the old edge roller off too. I But I have to probably give that a bit of a scrub. I've got to turn it over. Well, it's probably a bit better than I thought it was going to be. I'll be trying to give that a wash, put it in upside down now. Okay, well, I'll give that a wash and I'll come back. Okay, well, I'm back. I gave this I hit it with my little itty bitty, I can't find it now. Where is it? There it is. Just to give it a little bit of a scrub down with that. And that worked pretty well actually. And I have a piece I can show you what I do with it. What it originally looked like, a before and after piece. Just hangs there, I'll get it. Okay, I found the pieces. This is the before and after, so that's what it was like before. This is just the rusty. Well, these could have been worse. These are out of an XY actually. I've noticed with the XY they seem to have drain holes. I don't know if someone drilled them and they'll have air shocks or something like that in it, because I've noticed a few of them. There's another one there. Oh no, that's got to be, no one drill a hole there surely. They are different sizes. There's no one there. Anyway, so we know to look carefully. The inside needs a scrub too. That's actually done, I just haven't scrubbed it yet. It's the same. It's all done. And, yeah, I'll give that a scrub, see how that turns out too. But you get the idea anyway, it's actually working, you know, pretty well. In fact, that's a little bit chalk and cheese, isn't it? So I'll probably give that a bit of a coat of paint. And, sorry, itchy nose when it's done. And it'll be honky-dory. Thought I'd quickly show you the inside too. It's done just as well. I can't get in there to scrape it as well yet. I'll hit it with a pressure washer, but you can see the line there. It's going to get around this way. Anyway, you see it's shiny at the bottom. It's hard to see the line because of the shadow, but it's there. It cleans it. Pretty good. This side hasn't been done yet. And I haven't even ground these. That's the original paintwork there for this particular car. Okay, I thought I'd just bring you guys up to date. We're working on the XW Sedan. And had a little bit of rust in behind here, which I thought I could bend up and made a little plate, and which is what I'm doing. So I'm just going to cut that. And I haven't got an angle grinder that could do that. I could do it with a Dremel, take 3 hours. So I thought I'd just nip it off with the plasma cutter and grind it back, and that'll probably work good. And I've also got the same thing to do on this side here, just there. Just a little rust on, it's like ballooning out, it needs to be fixed underneath. So it'll get treated, all sort of protected, and so it can't rust. Do that again. And so this is after I took it out of the bath that took all the rust away. I have to do it tarnish there, but still no rust. And I'm probably having to replace that. That one's good, and that one's rusted out thin. Just grind that weld off there, and they only go like from there to there, you can see. So then I can just replace that. Pretty easy to do. So I might as well make them perfect before I weld them in, and there's a little bit of work to do here. Cut a bit further. Look there, you can actually see all that layers of crap underneath it. So it's not much there, but there's a bit here. So I might have to just plasma that a bit further. So when I get that all cleaned up, clean this all out, nothing there now, which is good. And then, you know, it's not a new car, I can't make it new, just remanufacture the whole car, so you have to live with it. But this will make it so it's, I don't know, right for another 100 years or so. So that's it, a bit cleaned up. I'll spray some weld through primer on there now, and I'll make my outside plate up, weld it on. I have to hammer that down. If you look here, it's lifted up. I had to get all the rust out from underneath it. So if you're looking carefully, I could give it a bit more work there. It's hard to tell, but I'll give it another go just in case. Okay, well I've got my patches made. I cut it, ground a bit off the top too much. I'm going to fill it with weld. I'm not going to make a new one. That's just the old plug weld. I'll probably re-drill that hole and plug weld back into that spot. It's still quite thick actually, it's quite good. In fact, this plate here is probably nearly 2 mil. This is 1.5. I think I put in 1.6, but it's hard to measure it. It's a little thicker. You know, it fits like a glove. It's pretty good. So that'll weld in, and I'll put weld through primer. Obviously, you saw the zinc stuff here, and just in these spots, I really like it. And that one's done already, so you saw that being done. So, well, I won't weld that today. I was hoping Josh would be around to weld it, but he's, like I said, he's had to take off. So, so it's zinc on that side, and that goes in there. So that's just a question of zzz, and that'll be fixed. Aeroplane, noisy bloke. Oh, he's close, isn't he? Look, he's got wheels. That's probably fortunate. Oh my God! What are you up to, Leon?
Not much.
I taught you how to weld really well because you've got good eyesight. So a quick glance at the two welded on, they'll be fine. Grind them back and she'll be honky-dory. And I'm just going to go and have a cup of tea and let it cool off now. And you can watch it grind back if you like. Back in a cup of tea time. It'll be quicker for you. So this is it. So can't focus on it with my own eyes. I ground the wheels back. Looks passable, so I'll leave it. And that's where I did the plug welds, although that's the original spot weld. So yeah, so it looks good. I haven't done the other side yet, but I just thought I'd show you. I'll splash a bit of primer over that just until I'm ready to paint it. And that's that one done. And that's with its coat of primer over it. So yeah, pretty, yeah. So do that one now. I ground the at the same time. Around the top down to get nice and clean and flat. I probably should put some paint on that too, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And, just a squirt, just so it doesn't rust up at all. You can watch if you like. Spray my goggles. Oh, damn it, Janet. This is what tree primer. See, got to press the trigger down hard. I will spray that inside there or something a bit more aggressive. This is just well through primer. I don't want it to rust, that's all. And so that'll be good. Oh, it's over here because everything's so neat and tidy at the moment. What? You wondering when I'm going to get onto the ute? I've done some bits since you've been painted in there, and I've done the back. And don't know if I gave the footage to Josh. I think he might have lost it. What can I say? It's his fault. But I'll get onto it. I will soon. It's just I'm having a motivational crisis. And on top of that, I want to get it off the rotisserie, and I can't get it off the rotisserie until I get that done. This one on its feet, wheels, so it can drive around. And because I want to, when I finish painting that, I want to put this out there on wheels, so I can pull that one in, and this one I can slowly put together. Thought I'd show you how I'm going to connect it to the car. If you look here, you'll see that this one, these rails are all different thicknesses. That's why they're so hard to make. That goes in there, and I'll cut that off there probably, and that'll go in the car side, and this will go in the well, obviously it goes back to about there, so it gets doubled, and then I'll plug weld on the side here and then the bottom and grind them off, and that'll be good. And that'll make it really strong, stronger than factory, and that's what I want. And don't want someone to drop a burnout one day and find their axle sitting on the ground. I'm just continuing on with this chassis rail here. Wish I'd have dipped that too. If you look at these rails, you'll see it's how they go thin, they go thick, and then they go all over the shop. Same with that one over there. Now I was making these pieces, so I made that piece a while back. But anyway, I was going to use it for something else, but it happens to be the right thickness because I was going to use it as an insert for here, this thing. So it fits here perfectly. So with this one, I'm welding back all the way back here because that was all rusted in the old one. And this is the offcut to actually this one, because they'll both come at about 4 foot long or something. This tapers, and it's really good. It's actually, because it gets thinner, this thing actually tapes thinner. You can't tell because I've got it tapped in there, but it started off loose, and as you tap it in, it goes tight. It's really excellent, and it needs clamping, of course. So, and the irony is, what's so good about it is this end goes really tight on the inside in the chassis itself. I've just checked it already, measured it. So essentially we'll tap both in, and that'll get cut off there, and then I'll be drilling in here and doing like 4 plugs here, 4 plugs there, and the same on the other side. And that'll give the chassis rail its super strength, because I don't want it falling off while I'm driving it. And then of course I'll seam weld it. And this one I won't actually grind the welds back. I'll just leave them nice and clean and proud. And I'll get Josh to weld it. Okay, so this is the general look. There's your doubler in there. And nicely sandblasted. That's the original bit of chassis rail. I'll have to go this back a bit further for welding it. I'll probably take the wheel off and weld it. Eventually I'll take the tank out and weld it from that side. I'll drill holes, cut a hole in there. It might get replaced anyway. And here's where it goes, and it lines up not bad. See, sorry about the angle. Oh. There's a hole there, and I've got to tap that. I've got that bottom bracket. It's bent and bashed so much, and I've got to tap it up a bit. I've left it down accidentally. And yeah, so that'll ultimately go there, like that. And I'll have a floor in there, and it'll well then honky-dory and strong. And that's the main problem with this car, is that rear quarter and this chassis rail. This one here is not too bad. It's just that little bit at the end here, which I'm going to re-weld through here. And, yeah, so I've cut that back a bit, and I'll weld a new floor plate in, and we'll be honky-dory once again. Just had to bring you back. I took that out and just bent the end bits right in the correct position, and that's how well it lines up. There's the buffer bar bolt hole, and the rest of the thing, and there's 2 to be drilled in there, and I'm pretty happy with that. So that'll be ready. I'm going to let Josh come and weld this, so I'm just getting it all ready for him. So I'm pretty happy with that, so I might go move on to the other side now. Thought I'd give you one last look at this before I put it together. This is the bit that goes in there. I'm not going to put in yet, it's just got well through primer on it. And so I've got 4 holes, can you see it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes there and 4 holes there. And I drilled them from right through from that side. Eventually, when it's on the rotisserie, I'll take the tank out and I'll cut that away and I'll weld up those 4 plugs. But meanwhile, I'll just weld it, you know, as best I can until I'm ready to rock and roll with it. And same with this side here. The inside's going to be hard, but it'll get it on and 100% secure until it's up on a rotisserie. And I'm in the middle of doing this side, so I've cut that back. Here's my new one, and my new piece, which is really nice. And here's my inner. That goes in there too. Hey everybody, just thought I'd bring you up to date. It's lined up really well. I've got the rear chassis sections to weld back, ready to weld back in, sleeved on both sides. There's the other one down there, I dropped it. And the back panel lines up beautifully, and it's ready to pull apart, clean, get it prepared for welding and stuff, which is another boring job. But hey, it's fun getting this, like from nothing to, you know, having a back of a car again. So cheerio, and I'll be back later.